Hello guys, KP Shambino here with a new video for Path of Exile, and the new leak is around the corner, 3.28. And I'm going to show you guys the build that I'm going to play. It's the same like previous leak, because I like this build a lot and it's very strong. So it's a Juggernaut Slam, Earthshatter Slam with auto exertion, a lot of far cries. My elemental aimant is kept. And yeah, it does a lot of damage, it clears really quick, and you can make mistakes because you don't die that fast. I'm first going to show you guys a tier 60 map, and then I'm coming back for you guys. If you just want to check out the path of building, it's under this video, otherwise I see you after the gameplay.
I cannot do this yet.
Mortal flesh is so fallible.
My mana is gone.
I will show you guys now the gear and the flasks and the gems too. That's very important. So this build plays with Maul. So you can see it here. I like to go with the Coronal Maul because of the increased area of effect. So what do you need to want here? A lot of physical damage. So increased physical damage, increased attack speed. Then you can get hybrid, that's accuracy and increased physical damage, and then add physical damage. So the higher the damage, the better. So go for physical damage. So I'm using here my Earthshatter. This is a 6 link. So you see Earthshatter here. You see Shockwave support. That's very important. That's going to clear, let you clear really fast. If you go, for example, to a boss, a pinnacle boss, you don't need to have this. You can switch around with another DPS gem. Because this is a little bit useless on bosses. On map bosses it does not matter that much because you kill them really quick, but on pinnacle bosses switch it around. Then the next one is over exertion support, and that's very important. This is really good because we are using 4 war cries. Supported attack deal 18% more damage for each war cry exerting them. I think that they are going to nerf this a little bit. And then supported attack deals 10% more damage if exerted. I think they are going to buff this one. So I think the attack is buffed, but the damage is lower now. But not that much. So get this one. Then the next one is Awakened Melee Physical Damage Support. You will not find anymore this gem because they removed it. They are going to bring a better gem into place. But I'm not sure that it's going to be a melee physical damage gem. We need to wait how it's going to work. If it is not anymore in the game, just go with melee physical damage. Just a normal gem. Then Pulverize, and then Awakened Brutality Support, just the same like the other Awakened gem. If you cannot find it in the new version, just get Brutality Support, the normal gem. Then the next one, I'm using this helmet. I like it a lot. But once again, if you go to a Pinnacle boss, you don't need to have this helmet. So you can just switch around with another one, because this is the setup that you do for clearing a maps. So you can see why is this helm so good. Comes comment. It got live. It got increased Warcry speed. So you cast your Warcries a lot faster. And then nearby corpses explode when you Warcry, dealing 5% of their life as physical damage. That's a lot. Because you will see this is going, if you do a Warcry, every enemy that you killed will explode, and that's a very strong mechanic in this game. Warcry skill have 28 increased area effect. It's really good too. So get this helmet, but once again not good on single target. What do we use here? Cast when damage taken. Enduring Cry, but that's not linked on the cast when damage taken. So it's a 3 link, and the Enduring Cry is on the side. Because cast when damage taken cannot trigger Warcries. But I just need to put it here. Then we got Molten Shell. Val Molten Shell, still one of the strongest defensive spells that you can have. So you get like, you can call it some life according to your armor. How do you put it somewhere? So you can see here it is, because it needs to stack up. The moment that it's stacked up, you can use it, but just to control and put it on F2. You can see it here. If you're in danger that you die, F2 and you're good to go. Val Molten Shell. And then Blood Rage, of course, a lower one, because I don't stack Dexterity. Then for the amulet, I always go with the Turquoise amulet. I think it's the best, because it gives Dexterity and Intelligence. What do you want here? Life, Strength is good. And of course, resistance capping. 75% is very important. I'm using here, the anointment is Crystal Skin. +1 to all maximum elemental resistance, and 20% chance to avoid elemental ailments, because I'm 95% capped on elemental ailments. That's very important in this game. It's going to lower the damage that you get by so much, and you need to take this one. We are going to get belts that we can anoint too, but that's something that I cannot show yet. It's something that we can do in the next league. Then the rings, once again alive. If you need to have Dexterity or Intelligent, you can stack on those rings that. And then, of course, the resistance once again. Be sure that you got here the curse enemies with vulnerability on hit. Very important. Going to give you, I think, 20% more damage. Be sure that you get it. You pay a little bit more for it, but it's very good to get some extra damage. It's not a little bit extra damage, it's a lot extra damage. So these are the rings that I'm using. Then for the chest, I use a Royal Plate chest. And you can see here I got the buff, or the enchant on it, increased Warcry buff effect. That's really good. And then you just go with life. Lightning once again. I got additional physical damage reduction, and I got the increased maximum life on it. So that's what I'm using. The Royal Plate. The more armor you can get, the better. So and what are we using here? This is very important that you know what is happening now. So Warcries, what are Warcries going to do? Warcries, they are going to give an exert to an attack. So for example, Intimidating Cry. You can see exert the next 2 melee attacks you perform. And what is the 2 going to do? Those attacks exert attack deal double damage. That's very big. So that's why Warcries are so good. And with Earthshatter, because you Earthshatter, and then if you do a Warcry, the spikes, they explode. So you are like, yeah, maybe double dipping. I'm not sure that's the right expression for this one, but it's a little bit like that. So it works, synergize a lot with each other. But you got something in the game that is auto-exertion, because now you need to click everything. You can see all those Warcries. But you got auto-exertion, and auto-exertion is going to trigger automatically a Warcry, but you will not get the buffs. So what is perfect for that, it's this one, Sesame Cry. So because all the buffs here that you see, you will not get them, but you will get the Exert. And the Exert is really strong on Sesame Cry. Exerts the next 6 melee slams attacks you perform, and you will get 50% more area of effect. But this is going to just be used the entire time. So you just turn around, you do an Earthshatter, bang, the auto-exertion is coming, everything explodes, and that makes it really strong too, because you need to do not anything, and therefore be sure that you take it. I think they made, instead of 15% mana, this will go to 20% mana, but it's not that much, so you will not feel it. Then here we got Blood and Scent. Then we got Infernal Cry, and then Battle Mage Cry and Desecrate. And this is very important. So you don't need to link them once again with 4, but Battle Mage and Desecrate need to be linked. So what is Battle Mage going to do? It's not really a good Warcry, but there is one thing that is important. Exert the next 5 melee attacks you perform. Exert attacks trigger a supported spell with their first melee hit, and that's Desecrate. So what does that mean? And why do you need to have Desecrate? I can show you guys it really quick. So you can see it like this. So here you put Desecrate. So if you use that, you can see you see a lot of bodies. And if you use now a Warcry, you will see they explode. And therefore it's so good. So that's once again something that we add on the synergizing of this. So if you use Battle Mage Cry, and if you hit an enemy, the first hit you will get some corpses on the ground, in combination with the helmet, in combination with the Warcry, it will do a lot of more AoE and damage. Therefore you see in the gameplay that I'm destroying packs. Sometimes you see everything is doing something, and that's very good in a game like that, because 98% of the time you will do maps. So the faster you kill the packs, the faster it will go. And why I'm not using this, by the way. Okay, I'm going to put Battle Mage back. Let me have a look. Here it is. Okay, I need to put everything back on, because I just took a gem away. Okay, I think it's okay again. So that's a lot that you can do. So you just do an Earthshatter, then you do a Warcry, then you do Battle Mage, you put Desecrate and Auto-Exertion, and let's go, and you kill everything. Now for the gloves. So the gloves, I always use Spike gloves. If you can, get increased attack speed on them, life and resistance. And then for the belt, Stygian Vice always. So armor, life, resistance once again. You guys can all check that in Path of Building. And then here in this one, I put always this gem. Is it this one? Yep. Just strength, life. I thought it was going to be another one, but it's okay. And then for the boots, and that's something very important. So the boots are going to allow you to cap your ailment immunity. So you can see that you can get here an explicit, I think they call it 23% chance to avoid elemental ailments. And then 32, just you can roll it on the boots, but that's a lot. That's already 55, plus the anointment is 57. And then we are going to take some cluster jewels too. You will see it a little bit later. So be sure that you got here the speed. Do I got the speed here? yeah, increase movement speed, and then you focus on elemental ailment, because you can stack the most on the boots. What do we got here? We got Leap Slam, we got Intimidating Cry, we got War Banner, and we got Faster Attacks. So why Faster Attacks? Leap Slam, Faster Attacks. Then you can jump really quick around. Once again, War Banner, put it here on F1. So if you got enough Valor, you do F1. Then for the flasks, so Divine Life Flask, that can prevent bleeding. I like to use this one as a quartz one, because I like phasing sometimes as a melee. It can save your ass. And then, of course, good old Lion's Roar is here. And then the Quicksilver. And then I'm using a Granite too, because the more armor that you got, the more your Molten Shell will give you, let's say the life a little bit. I'm not sure how much that I got. Can I see it here? So you guys can see here the stats. I got 30,000 armor. If I use the flask, 35,000. I got 77 resistance. By the way, chaos resistance, don't ignore it. Very important. 95 ailment immunity. And yeah, that's it. So that's it for the gear. I said all to you guys. I will show you guys now really quick the talent tree. Okay, the talent tree. So let's have a look to it. You can see I'm playing a Juggernaut. So what is good? So be sure that you take this first. Unstoppable. Then you go to this Unbreakable, and then a little bit later you can take this. This is going to give you constantly your endurance charges at maximum. That's very strong. And then you take this one. So I went the defensive way. If you want to get a little bit more damage, you just ignore those two and you take those two. That's how you need to do it. So Unstoppable is for me really good. You cannot get stunned. You cannot get slowed. It's such a good ascendancy. I always take it. So here you can see it. Then what is happening on the talent tree? Yep, like always, you start here, then you go up Warrior's Blood, and then you take this. Very important. Then you come here. Kinetic Impact is really good too. And then we go down. I will explain a little bit later here at the left the notes here, but now we are going to go to the south first to show you guys it. Then you go down here, you take this one, Soul of Steel. This is a no-brainer too, a lot of life. You always need to take this. Then you go down, and here is the first cluster setup. Clusters are very important. So what would I take? I would take this big cluster first, and this is important, Overlord. This is going to give you Fortify. So you can do it with a mace. So Overlord is going, so on a melee hit with maces, you will get Fortify. Fortify, one of the best defensive spells. Be sure that you take it. Then you got here Drive the Destruction. Here you got your leech, your life leech, very important too. And then you got Smite the Weak. And then we are going to this area, and this is very important too. So you got here Mob Mentality. So exerted attacks deals 25% increased damage. That's really nice. But then Warcry have 5% chance to grant an Endurance Frenzy power charge per power. That's really good too. Therefore you see me getting power charges. I don't need them because I don't crit. But otherwise, like if you don't have Blood Rage, for example, on a boss, this is going to allow you to get frenzy charges on single target. Endurance charge is not really a problem because you're a Juggernaut, but a very good keystone. And then on the other one, this is very important too. Lead by example. When you Warcry, you and your nearby allies gain Onslaught. Onslaught is a very good spell. It's going to speed up your gameplay a lot. So this is very important. And what do I got here? You cannot be maimed. I like to put that on my jewels a lot of times because maiming is not fun. So it's just a corruption, and they are very easy to get. People don't see really the value of cannot be maimed. Then you got life, and then here I got increased speed with maces. Then we go to the left, and here I got elegant form. That's very important too. So you remember that we were at 50 or 75%, you need to take this one, and then you will be very close to 100% ailment immunity. So you take it here. And here I got Battle Hardened, and here I got Warning Call. Not so important, but this is important, and those two are important, and Overlord is important. Otherwise, it does not work that great. And that's it for the south, and then we go up. And this is very important. So you can see that this is a Warcry cluster. And here you got Warcry exert 1 additional attack. So that's very big because, yeah, we are constantly using Warcries. And the Warcry Mastery is one of the best that you can have. Recover 15% of life when you use a Warcry. So that's always. You're constantly using Warcries. So you're constantly healing yourself. Then we go to this area. What is important here? Increased mana reservation efficiency of skills, because we are using Pride, Blood and Skulls. What are we using? We are using a lot of we are using Herald of Purity. Otherwise, you cannot use all of them, of course. That's very important, and I just thought about something. Yeah, I'm not sure that I said this to you guys. From Enlightened, and then Pride, and Flesh and Stone. So Enlightened, we are using it too, just to lower the mana cost. But they call it now mana efficiency, and therefore you need to take it. Then you go up, then you take this one, Juggernaut, good old Juggernaut, always take it. An extra endurance charge. And here, take on this jewel, you take Corrupted Blood cannot be inflicted on you. I always take that too, because, yeah, it's nasty, Corrupted Blood. Then we go up, Barbarism. That's already 12 years that I say this skill. Then you go up here, take everything that you see here. This is for boosting the maul damage. Resolute Techniques, of course, it's not a crit build. Then you go here to the left. And here is a second cluster area. Here I take Battle Hardened, I take Master of Fundamentals, and I take Force Multiplier. And what is important here, that you get here a jewel, cannot hindered or maimed. I got now 2 times, but here you need to get physical attack damage least as mana too, because otherwise it will not work the build, because you will not get mana back. Be sure that you take it. Then we go up, you take here Devotion, you get here your last jewel, and you get an extra endurance charge. Then you go a little bit more up, once again, to get all the auras in the build, you need to go here up too, otherwise it will not work. So here, once again, mana reservation efficiency of skills. So very important, and then here you just take some extra life. So that was it for the build, guys. How do you play it? I can show you guys it really quick. It's not really that hard. You can do most of the mods on the maps too, but don't take physical damage reflection, because you die. And regeneration can be on the edge too, but all the other stuff is not that hard. Let's have a look. And it's very simple to play. I need to switch this to... yeah, what was it again? Okay, Infernal Cry. So you just go around, you hit enemies, and you just use your War Cries. It's not more than that. And you destroy packs, and you just use your Quicksilver. So you can see it here. Bang. So you will see there is a lot of shit going around. We can do this ritual. And you can now see here, my Val Molten Shell is ready. So if I push now, F2, so you can see now in the top, 10,000, almost the maximum. I think that 10,000 is the maximum. And I'm wondering when they are going to optimize this game, by the way. Because I had once again a lag spike. But there is not really a lot, so I just hit 1-2 times, and then you just go really quick, because this is, by the way, a tier 16 map. And there is a problem. Yeah, I was thinking that my auto exertion is not on. I was already thinking, why is it not automatically using? So here we go. Do you guys see that? Therefore, it's so good. So now I just do Earthshatter the entire time, but because of the auto exertion with Seismic Cry, I don't need to do it that much. I just need to hit stuff. And if the cooldown is off, it's going to detonate my spikes. So now I'm just playing with my mouse alone. And it still works really well. But of course you can use in between a Warcry 2 to even do more damage. Oh, this is 8. I'm going to take this. Okay, let's have a look where the boss is. Do I need to go down here? Such a nice sound. This was a sound. I'm not sure that you guys heard it, but like all the explosions that happened. Desecrate popped at the same moment. My helmet popped at the same moment, and then that's the nicest sound that you can have, because you know that a lot of things died around you. So I'm going really quick to the boss here. I don't like this boss a lot because I think it's the one with the beam, and I'm a very bad player. So there is a chance.
The void protects its children.
Here we go. So that's what you need to do, guys. Thanks for watching. Have fun in the new league, and I see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.